This time on the My Venture channel, we're going to do a walk around on this massive hot tent, 4-season hot tent from Nature Hike. It's a really nice tent. It does just about everything that I want, and I'm pretty excited about it. So I thought I would do a video and show you guys and talk about it a little bit. Stick around and we'll show you everything I can about it. Alright, first up, let's get a weight on this thing. Hopefully you can see that. 9 pounds, 11.5 ounces. Alright, let's go do some dimensions of it packed up. Alright, so the dimensions of this are gonna vary a little bit this way and this way because you can squish it and it's an open top design, but you'll get a rough guesstimation of what it is. It's 22.5 by 10.25 by probably 7.5 to 8 inches. All right. Let's set this thing up. It's actually really easy. Well, first thing you're going to do, undo the clips. And this is like an open top bag design. Got the poles and some tent stakes. Next thing we're going to do is just take the tent out. And it does thankfully have some built-in instructions, which is pretty nice. Sorry if you're getting some traffic noise. I live on a busy road. Comes with a strap. And what I do is I'll just take and fling it on out of there. And I'm going to stake down the 4 corners. I will say that these tent stakes are kind of small. Not sure if I like that or not, but I think I might upgrade to a bigger peg just because I think it's going to be better if I do. Alright, this tent's got, I think, 4 poles in it, and they're all that shot cord pole, so they're really easy to set up. Short one for over the top. And then I think it's got 3 longer ones. So these have little ends like that, and they correspond and go into those little holes like that, and that's for, I believe, all of the guy out points that you have here. So let me connect all of those and we'll set the tent up, and then we got I think 2 more poles. It's really super simple to set up. then you're going to take this guy, then you got one more pole. There you go, the tent is mostly set up. It's actually easier if you do not stake it out first before you put the poles in there. It makes it easier. It's a little breezy, so I decided to stake it in first. But then you go around and you got all these little clips, and if you're one-handed like what I'm doing, makes it a little more challenging. But it's got all them little clips all the way around the tent, helps keep everything expanded and out. So okay, let me get this all set up, and I'll take you with a little tour around it and inside of it. Okay, now with it set up, you can see roughly how big it is. It is 117 inches from there to there, 97 inches, I believe, from there to there, and I believe it's 55 inches tall from floor to ceiling. And I just measured it on the ground, so these, dimensions could be a little bit off, but that gives you a rough idea of space. You have 3 doors on this one and a couple of vents. You've got that vent there with a little kickstand on it. You've got a door here that does not have a screen. You got a vent here, a door with a screen here, and then that front to there and then down turns into a big open door. So it's pretty nice. It's got snow skirts all the way around, and it has an inner tent inside of there too. There's no floor except for the inner tent, and you can't even put one in. So let me get that big screen door open, and we'll take you inside. Okay, as you can see with the door open, you can see that how the layout is a little bit. Let me kind of take you inside. So what you have here, and I'm going to put some stuff in here to give you a sense of space here in a minute, but inside of here is that screened inner tent, which is removable, and you can fold it up inside the tent when you pack it away. There's plenty of room in there for that. As you can see, this is a pre-cut stove jack, and I'll get some dimensions on that in a minute here. But you can take this out and give you more room if you would like, and they say that this is a 2-person tent. Well, let's get some stuff in here because this is the first time I've done it too, but we'll throw a couple of sleeping bags in here and give you a sense of space. But all in all, it's pretty nice. You can sit in a low chair, and over here have your wood stove here, and you got enough space, and you can vent some heat if you're cooking out of here and that sort of thing. I've camped in this a couple of nights, and so far it's exactly what I wanted. So all right, let me get some stuff and we'll throw it in here and dimensionally we can see what how big these things are. Okay, this should hopefully give you a little bit of sense of space here. I set up a wood stove, which is the smallest wood stove that Pomali makes. It's a mini, so any stove that's like that will work, and it worked very well in here. It's about the biggest stove as I would want to put in here. I put a bigger stove in here and it'll just about melt you out. But this is a 4-season tent, so you can use wood stoves in it. It comes with a stove jack and everything as well. But this is a full-size, you know, cheapy Walmart chair, and you know, I've got plenty of headroom in here that I can do that, and you can sit another person here if you want, and you'll be okay, and you'll have a little bit of room over here and some room for some firewood and that sort of thing. That's about right. So I mean, you are tight up against a wood stove, but it's not a very big tent. So this is, I believe I mentioned, a 2-person tent. They also make it in a one-person, which is a lot smaller than this one, a 2-person, which this one is, a 4-person, and a 6-person as well. I just bought the 2-person because I saw it on a bunch of videos and it looked like it was going to be perfect for my intended use, and thus far it has been. So let me take you inside and show you the sleeping quarters here. So as you can see, that is the inner tent, which is removable, and you can tighten it up and loosen. There's guidelines all over the place for it, or you can just remove it if you wanted to. If you remove it, you'll definitely have more room for 2 people in this tent for sure, 100%. I put a small low-rise backpacking cot in here, and that works great, but you're only doing one of them. You're not doing 2, at least with the inner tent in. But let's see here. I mean, you're gonna be friends. That is a Kelty down square bag, a 30 degree, and just my 10 degree down mummy bag in there, and you know, you're gonna be friends. If you were not before, you will be after, because it's really close in here for 2 people. If you take this out, there will be more room to space out, and you gain more room, like in that corner right there and that corner right there, and then there's a kick out that goes over here too. So, and it's screened on both sides that you can zip them open and zip them closed, but this is the only waterproofing that you're going to have on this tent as far as from the floor. There is no floor offered in this tent. But it's a great space, and it's gonna work. It works perfect for what I'm doing with it. So about the wood stove, I'll get a measurement here in a minute, but it comes with a pre-cut stove jack already installed, which I'm not sure I like that. I would much rather cut my own in there, but there's one there and there's a provision for it, so that's nice. I believe I said that there's snow skirts all the way around, which is again nice. You can use this as a summer tent as well if you would like to. Like I said, I mean, there's a bug net and everything in here, which is nice to dry clothes on. Place to hang a light. Let me get some dimensions from how much stove and stovepipe you'd need to get out safely, to get tall enough to go outside the tent. Yeah, something like that. Let me get a measuring tape. So, if you're taking a measurement from the ground, and this measurement is going to be it's not going to be exact because the ground's uneven, but from the ground to about a foot above the tent, you're going to want about 6.5 to 7 feet of wood stove and pipe to get it about a foot off the top of the tent, which is really what you want to keep the sparks and stuff down. But this is a really nice tent. They're roughly $260 unless you get a coupon. Then they're about $239. I don't have Amazon links or anything for you. I don't not that big of a channel, but this is a very nice tent. I like it. I've camped in it a couple times. The condensation isn't really too bad in it, honestly. It's surprisingly not bad. It's made out of 30D polyester, I believe is what it is. And I mean, honestly, I haven't checked it in the rain yet, but I don't know if it's waterproof or not. I just haven't had it up in the rain yet, but it should be waterproof. If not, I'll spray it and make it waterproof, but I think that it will be. All right, with that, I think I'm going to let you guys go for this video, and thanks for watching, and we will see you guys on the next video.